what I did was I placed the two facing each other, and I'll pin everything round. So I place it on my sewing machine to sew. I'll use my sewing machine to give it a mark, to give it a shape, exactly the shape I have on this one. So some places are equal, some places are not equal. So this is what I just want to trim out. It's not compulsory you have yours like this. Immediately you cut your piece, the 3 piece, you can decide to give it a curve and also make sure they are equal. If you make sure the 3 are equal, I wish I had iron to iron it out before cutting. I wouldn't have this problem, but there was no electricity light available there, so I just have to walk. I don't want to disappoint the class, so that was why I have to do it this way. This is my own way of doing it. I'm not saying it's a professional way, but this is my own way of doing it. I want to make sure the both sides are equal, so that is when the bag is going to come out perfectly well. So when I'm done, why I'm sewing before trimming is because by the time I trim, I will have my foam exposed and the main piece and the lining falling apart. But by the time I sew, tracing it this way before trimming, I'll just get the perfect size that I wanted. So that is why I'm doing it this way. So I want you to remember that this is not part of the course outline. What we had on the course outline is school bag, handbag, lunch bag, and a pouch. So I'm giving this as a bonus due to request of one of the students who said we should learn how to make laptop bag. So that is why I'm just doing this. So, and if you learn it, it's very good. I remember somebody said in this same group that she bought a laptop bag for 20,000 naira. It's something you can make. It doesn't matter what you use. You can choose to use fabric, you can choose to use leather, whatever you want to. You can even use the jute material, but laptop bag is laptop bag. Let it serve its purpose. We have different design, different type. So this is the simplest I know a beginner will be able to handle. That is why I'm doing this. So after trimming every excess out, I will have exactly the same side on both sides, exactly the same size of both sides. So just watch me do that. So right now I'm done cutting, I'm done trimming. If you look at it very well, you see that it's perfect on each shoulder now. So when I separate it, you will see I'll have the two sides equal. So we'll move to the next stage of this tutorial. So we'll have the both side fixed. So normally when I'm making my bags, what I do is this: I finish both sides like this. That strap that will join the two together is what we call gussets. So I'll finish both sides like this before measuring, taking the gussets. Whatever this measurement is or gives me, that is what, that will be the one that will make it accurate. If I use the measurement I cut previously, it will not work for me. I've done this severally, it doesn't work for me. Even so many teachers, so many bag makers that are teachers that I've learned from online, they always give measurements of gussets, but it did not used to work for me. This is what I use. So after working on both sides, I take the measurements afresh. Then what I've cut previously, I will now measure everything out. So when I measure my bag, please measure yours. Don't use what I used, it might not work for you. So when you measure yours, you know what you want to use. After measuring, I had 44. I have 44. So I want the lower part to be 26 plus 1 inch to sew it inside, making 27. So now the upper part, I will now continue the measurement from the upper part. I will now place it on that 27. You know, the 27 I added, the one I added on the down part is to sew it on both sides of the zipper. So now see what I got. So it's 43, rather, sorry, my measurement was 43. It doesn't really matter because you are not using my measurement. Take your own measurement. So, and the zipper side is two piece, is 3 inches by whatever length, and you cut that 3 inches into two, making 1.5 inch. But the lower part, you don't need to cut it into two. Why you cut the upper part is to fix the zipper. So I have this piece. The purpose of this piece is to use it to fix lunch bag adjuster or cross bag adjuster, whichever you call it, at the sides. It will now serve as zip stopper and also serve in case the person want to use long hand with it. I'm not going to be sewing long handle for this long bag, but if the person wants to use for it and he has, the person can add to it. So that's the purpose. See you in my next